Okay, dear BPW sisters and friends, I am truly grateful and happy to start this Green Ambassador webinar together with all of you. It's so nice to see you so many today here this evening. So today we will talk about what it means to be a BPW Green Ambassador and why sustainability is at the heart of our mission. Sustainability is not just about protecting nature, it's more. It's about creating balance between people, planet, and prosperity. As women leaders, we have the power to bring care, innovation, and long-term thinking into everything we do in our businesses, our communities, and our daily lives. Thank you for being here and for being part of this growing movement of women shaping a more sustainable and caring world. And before we begin, I'd like to ask everyone to reflect for a moment in our chat. What does being a green ambassador mean to you personally? Please write it there and later we can read. But now we can go further, and it is my great pleasure and honor to welcome our BPW International President Diana Barragan. Diana has been a strong voice for women's leadership, sustainability, and inclusion around the world. So it's a truly joy to start this webinar with you, with her inspiring words and vision. Diana, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Siri, dear Siri. Thank you, my friends, for being there, dear Green Ambassadors and BPW members that are coming from all over the continents. It is a pleasure for me to be with you today in this first BPW International Green Ambassadors webinar, a moment that marks not only the beginning of a new initiative, but also a deep and meaningful expansion of our mission. Indeed, BPW has always been about empowering women in business, in leadership, in community life. But now, empowerment means protecting the planet that sustains us. There can be no true equality, no lasting well-being if the earth we live is sick. For me personally, nature has always been a source of balance and reflection. I grew up surrounded by the beauty of Ecuador, where mountains meet the oceans, and every change in the sky reminds you that nature has its own language, one that asks us to listen and to care. Living now in Switzerland, I'm constantly reminded of how respect for nature can be a way of life, built into our system, our communities, and our values. We need to make that ours. When we speak of women's well-being, we must include the well-being of the environment, because the two are inseparable. Environment degradation affects women and children. Through lack of clean water, unsafe housing, food insecurity, and health risks from pollution. In many parts of the world, you see women walk miles each day to fetch water, face the impacts of flood and droughts, and bear the invisible costs of environmental neglect. Yet, it is also women who are the first to act, who recycle, who educate their children, who create local solutions, who turn scarcity into innovation. They lead quietly but powerfully, transforming families and communities from the inside, from within. That is why BPW Green Ambassadors are so important. You are the bridge between awareness and action, between global goals and local change. You embody the leadership we need today: ethical, collaborative, forward-looking, and compassionate. As we begin this journey together, let us remember that sustainability is not just a concept. It is a way of thinking, a way of living, and a way of leading. Each one of us has the power to make daily choices that protect our shared home, our only home. Let us be the women who lead the green transformation, who make our workplaces models of environmental responsibility, who turn innovation into regeneration, and who inspire others through example. Thank you, Siri and the Green Ambassadors team, for your dedication and vision. This initiative reflects the spirit of our triennium: inspire, innovate, empower, transform. Together we shape a sustainable future, and in that future, the well-being of women and the well-being of our planet must always walk hand in hand. Thank you very much, and welcome to this new chapter of BPW International.
Thank you, Diana. Thank you, President Diana. You are making me cry. I am so happy about your words and so touched. So thank you for supporting the sustainability. Thank you for carrying it as a leader in the worldwide among the wonderful women. So, and the next who is going to talk with us is our dear Vice President, Membership Vice President Francesca Burak. Francesca, please share what means the sustainability among BPW members? What does it mean? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Siri. And I think you're doing such an excellent job. And it's such a joy to be with all of you here today. You inspire me so much. And of course, President Diana's really inspiring words. I want to thank you so much. So, and thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak on this subject, which is so dear to my heart. You know, I'm going to start by saying, you know, I grew up surrounded by cement in Brooklyn, New York, and I live in Manhattan. And those of you that have been here know that they call it the asphalt jungle. When I was growing up, it was called the asphalt jungle because there is so much cement and buildings and streets and sidewalks, cement. So, and growing up, I played in the schoolyard of the school that I attended, some more cement. Now I live in Manhattan and I'm 2 blocks away from Central Park, the oasis. I can't begin to tell you what a difference greenery makes for me personally. You know, just to go into the park and see the trees and the green and the grass and the flowers, the rainbow of colors that it represents. It's so invigorating. It's like a stage to reflect, to just take in everything and not think about another thing in the entire world. Can you imagine what that feels like? Well, you do probably. You live around green. And I don't. So I have to tell you, this is a very, very personal mission for me. And during COVID, it was so interesting. We used to have plants on the street that literally grew about 6 inches tall and no higher because there's so much pollution in Manhattan. And suddenly, COVID came. And there were no cars. There was no traffic. Well, there wasn't any people either. But I have to tell you, the change that went on, I stepped out. I could actually breathe fresh air. There was such a difference. And those plants, those tiny 6-inch plants, you should see how tall they grow now. Still, since COVID, it was so shocking to watch the flowers growing in the streets. And since COVID, so far, they're still at a good height. And I pray almost every night that they continue to remain there. So what does this all mean to all of us? We all are witnessing the changes that are going on due to climate change. And we, as leaders, we women are change makers. We're decision makers. And now and we're innovators. And now we also have to take on another role, and that is environment stewards. We must protect the environment. I'm sure it's another role that we all welcome because we are creating the future for the next generation, and we need to create one where they can live and breathe and be healthy. And we can do it if we all come together. And as I always say, when women come together and support each other, we create miracles. And we can create miracles in this sphere also. So we all know that leadership is about performance, but it's also about purpose. And so in 2025, we really have to add this purpose, the purpose of affecting this, affecting everything that goes on in the economy, in health, and of course, in the environment. One of our greatest strengths in BPW is that we're a global network, and our reach is into countries, cities, rural areas all over. And we each have different environmental challenges, and we each are looking at local solutions. And so one of the things we really need to focus on, and Siri really is doing it here, is what are our best practices? What's happening around the world that we can share with each other so that we can have a better environment? Just think of it. What if there is a reforestation in Kenya and someone in Italy picks it up and they do it there? So we have things going on in all of our cities and all of our countries, and we need to really share our best practices. Okay, I wrote myself a few notes because I didn't want to miss any. So this is not just an abstract idea. This is really a situation that we must take action in. So we are a powerful, BPW International stands at a powerful intersection where business innovation meets social responsibility. We can lead the way in showing economic success and environment care, because they're not mutually exclusive. They are mutually reinforcing. By supporting green entrepreneurship, championing sustainable practices, and elevating women working in climate and environmental sectors, and we must have more women in those sectors, BPW can be a force for both empowerment and planetary care. And there's more. There's more to the theme of sustainability because sustainability speaks directly to the younger generation. They want jobs where their values are included, and the environment is one of their values. So that's also a way that we can attract younger women to our organization by one of our focuses being on the environment and sustainability. So let's boldly think about sustainability, connecting globally, creating miracles together, and to really do what's necessary so that the future generation and us at the present time can live healthier lives, create opportunities in new sectors, in the work environment, and really support one another. So I thank you for this opportunity. I look forward to collaborating with you. And if you need to be in touch with me, if you go to the BPW International website, Membership Standing Committee, you will find my contact information. And by the way, your standing committee is on our website too. So I hope you visit it periodically because great things are happening and you'll find them on the website. So thanks again. And it's wonderful to be here. And I'm so happy that we have 49 people online right now interested in this topic. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Francesca, for your inspiration and highlighting how sustainability strengthens our BPW community. Actually, there were registered 111 people, so later I would like to send them the recording who couldn't come today. So, you, Francesca, you mentioned about the youth and next generations. I'm so happy and pleasure to introduce Isadora Leczaskowski, our young BPW representative from Brazil, who is really taking care of nature, and the sustainability is also in her heart. So please share what sustainability means for young BPW members there, Isadora.
Hello, everyone. Siri, thank you so much for the invitation. Thank you so much for letting me speak a little bit about how sustainability is relating to the younger generations. And also, thank you, President Diana and Vice President Francesca, for your inspiring words. Like Siri said, she asked me to join you today and share a little bit of how young people see and relate to the sustainability concepts nowadays. And when we think about sustainability, many people actually might think first about the environment, like protecting the forests, the oceans, or reducing a carbon footprint. And all of that is correct. But for young people, sustainability is much more than that. It has become part of how we think, of how we live, and even how we take care of ourselves. Young people today are growing up in a world where every single choice, from what we eat to what we wear, or how we travel, or how we commute to work, all of this carries an environmental footprint. And this awareness is shaping not only our habits, but our values. It's inspiring a shift from consumerism to consciousness, from individual success to a collective impact. So for my generation, sustainability is not just a policy goal, it's become a mindset. For example, climate change, like we have said already, and environmental crisis are often, they actually feel overwhelming and sometimes even paralyzing. But being part of sustainability movements, like the one that we're right now as green ambassadors, and whether through advocacy, innovation, or community action, all of this transforms this anxiety into agency. That awareness drives us creatively and brings even more innovation to our lives, whether through circular fashion or eating more plant-based, reducing the intake of ultra-processed foods, the creation of green tech startups to help governments take care of tons of trash that we throw out every single day, or reducing the use of plastic, reutilizing more glass containers. These are just examples of countless and other things that we can do, but the young minds are reimagining industries with sustainability at the center. Sustainability also influences how we take care of our own health. We are increasingly more aware of the connections between the environment and our well-being. So we're talking about clean air, access to green spaces, like Francesca was talking about Central Park in the middle of Manhattan, or the access to healthy food systems. All of these directly affect our own bodies and our quality of life. And the younger people are seeing that living sustainably is actually living healthier. We are cycling instead of driving to go to work or to go anywhere else. We are eating closer to nature. And actually, I don't know if you ever tried, but have you ever tried just staying for 10 minutes with your feet on the grass with no shoes on? This can actually improve so much of your health and so much of your state of mind and your happiness during your day. So, if you're choosing products that respect both the planet and your own health, for cleaner products to use, even in your own skincare, for example, these are small changes that we can do, that we can actually include the sustainability concept into our own lives. But perhaps the most important part is that sustainability gives us motivation. Young people are choosing careers in renewable energy, in social entrepreneurship, in regenerative agriculture, or even circular economy initiatives. Because sustainability is not only changing what we do, it's changing why we do things. It's giving our generation a reason to innovate, to collaborate, and to lead boldly. It's redefining success not as a personal gain, but as a contribution to something that is much bigger than ourselves. Young people want to feel that our voices matter and that our choices, from what we buy to the careers that we pursue, all of them contribute to positive change. So programs like BPW Green Ambassadors give us exactly that, a platform to turn motivation into action and action into an impact. So when I think about sustainability and the younger generations, I see not only challenges, but energy, creativity, and most of all, I see hope. We are not just inheriting the world, but we are actively shaping it. And with the initiatives like the one that we are here today in this webinar, we can ensure that the green choices that we make today is going to become the foundation for a healthier, more sustainable communities tomorrow. So thank you so much, and congratulations to everyone involved bringing this program to life.
Thank you, Isadora. It's so wonderful to hear. I can say from my own experience that after 6 years running in BPW Estonia, the Green Initiative, we have gathered so many new and young members. This is something which talks with every generation, how to save our planet and fulfill our hearts with the careness. So lovely. Thank you. You are wonderful executive, all ladies. Thank you that you find the time to join. And now I'm sharing again my slides and I'm going to introduce you our team. I hope you all see now the slides.
No, really?
Do you see?
No?
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 Let's try once more.
I see.
You see?
I too.
Yeah, it was all good, Siri.
Was it
I could
good?
see them as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you see
Yes.
now the real slides, not with the comments? Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
No?
Lovely.
Try again, because before we could see it, now we can't.
Right.
Aha, I need to do it once more. Always the techniques is taking some time.
Yeah.
Even you are practicing it several years. Do you
Yes.
see it now?
Yes, now it's okay.
Yes, it's okay.
So, as you see here in that peak, this is our logo. This is made by Camila, our lovely PR lady, and I think it describes perfectly who we are. Green woman standing for the planet Earth and for the woman leadership in it. In the next minutes, I'm giving you the overview. Who is Green Ambassador? Who are our wonderful standing committee members? Today, I'm not talking about the European group, but I'm saying hello to everyone from the Europe, because in Europe we started almost 5 years ago. And from the Europe group, we grew for today's standing committee. So who belongs to today's standing committee? Let's start from the beginning. John Kinsey, wave please. She is active member and vice of Environment and SDG Standing Committee. If I am out, she will be responsible. She is also BPW UK president on the second period. And also she has been great support with whole UK team, and together with her we made the BPW Green and Sustainable Resolution in Europe, and we prepared it also for the international meeting last year in St. Kitts, and we got very great support from the late Sylvia Perry. So that is Joe. Berin Zevsky, if I'm pronouncing wrong, I'm sorry. She has been very active member. She's going to introduce you today her project in Turkey. It's wonderful. She's independent finance expert. So Berin is here. Also, the floor is going to the Loretta Mastrolonardo. She's going to tell you about her wonderful project in Italy, and she has been together with Berin very actively working on it. It is a little bit similar, but totally different project. Yara Blocktain from Brazil, you are wonderful. 35 years dedicated to the tree planting and water conservation projects. It's amazing. Yara is going to speak about her project today as well. We are having Amal from Jordan. She's active member. We are having very active member, Ines, from Ecuador. Ines is writing, I'm committed to protecting the planet and believe in the key role of women in creating sustainable and just societies. Through environmental education, circular economy, and women's leaderships, I aim to contribute actively to the sustainable development goals and inspire others to act. I value the power of collaboration, and I'm dedicated to building a green legacy for future generations. I took her sentence or phrase as it is describing all of us. Thank you, Ines, for that. We have very, very active member, Brigitta Hall in Bahamas. And she has been helping me a lot, also in the background of this standing committee. Thank you for that. Now we are going to the Europe, Switzerland. Our next webinar moderator and lecturer, Elisabeth Brommer-Kern. She is training, consulting, coaching in sustainability area. So looking forward for the 26th of November, then we are going to have a second webinar where we will train you. But about what she will train, she will tell herself at the end of the webinar. So don't please leave before that. Germany, Sabine Müller, our active member. Esiokwu Egupka from Nigeria, also very active member. Nepal, Pramila Shakya, actively working on the ideas, what to do in Pacific, what to do in Nepal. We have Tania Matos from Brazil. We have Talita Veronica Gonçalves Silva from Brazil. And there are the ladies whose photos I don't have, but they are Tupa Simsek from Turkey, Barbara Haller-Rupp from Switzerland, Elena Reinhold from Estonia, Oyeyemi Temilade Pitan from Nigeria. Thank you, my dear ladies. It is very, very nice to be with you. And this is me. Maybe I should say that I am the nature advocate since 1980 when I saved the first animal. I was 3 years old then. So I have been protecting nature since then. And this is big thanks to my parents who has been teaching me to take care of everything which is living. So I think there is big applause for the ladies. Thank you for joining. Why we are doing it, why we are taking care of this planet, why this all matters. You see here the planetary boundaries map from 2009 till 2023. It is the Stockholm Environmental Institute which shows that humanity has already crossed 6 out of 9 planetary boundaries. This means that our way of living and producing has reached limits that threaten the balance of life on Earth. But it also means that now is the moment for change and women can lead it. In my own research with Estonian women entrepreneurs, I found that most of them want to act sustainably, but they often lack tools, networks, and examples. That's exactly why I started 6 years ago this movement, and why now BPW International builds the Green Ambassador movement to connect knowledge with action and turn local efforts into global impact. Sustainability is not only about protecting nature, it's about how we care for people, create fair economies, and build hope for the next generations. This is why our work matters, because every action, every project, and every connection helps move us toward a more balanced and caring world. Women leaders can restore balance between economy, nature, and care. Who is Green Ambassador? Here you can see some from the Estonian ones. A BPW Green Ambassador is a woman who brings sustainability to life in her club, her business, and her community. She's not only talking about green ideas or sustainable ideas, she is living them through everyday choices, leadership, and collaboration. Each Green Ambassador connects local action with the global goals of BPW International and the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. She inspires others to care, to learn, and to act. And together, our Green Ambassadors from a worldwide movement, we are creating real change from the ground up, one community at a time. This is my dream and our dream. Here you can see every Green Ambassador is a seed of change. We are sharing inspiration and supporting each other. We are learning and doing. We are organizing awareness, education, and community activities. We are bringing SDGs to life through local action and collaboration. And a little bit about our mission and the SDGs. Our mission as a BPW Green Ambassadors is to connect women's leadership with sustainable development. We focus on empowering women to make a difference in their workplaces, communities, and countries, while contributing to the global goals of the United Nations. I think everyone knows that we are having all of these SDGs, and BPW is following them almost all. So we connect women globally for sustainable growth. We educate and share practical tools. We empower female leaders, business, and community, and we strengthen partnerships across BPW regions. And our main SDGs are good health and well-being, gender equality, green jobs and innovation, responsible consumption, climate action, life on land, and partnerships for impact. Embedding SDGs and climate action in BPW activities, it means that our aim is to encourage all BPW events, programs, and communications to align with the sustainable development goals and environmentally responsible practices by providing guidelines and resources, recognizing best practices, fostering collaborations with institutions and environmental organizations, actions, and active participation in events. We have made the Green and Sustainable Resolution. It is accepted and voted in one vote in BPW Europe. This resolution invites all BPW clubs to act for sustainability, to make it part of our leadership, education, and entrepreneurship. So we are now waiting for the upcoming BPW International meeting to confirm this resolution as a global standard for whole BPW. We have prepared the work. We didn't have time in St. Kitts to vote it. But the resolution shows that our movement is growing from a regional initiative to a worldwide commitment. Together, we are shaping BPW as truly green and sustainable organization, one that leads by example and empowers women to make change happen. Who wants, please make the photo of this QR code and you can read the guidelines for the Green Office, the main guidelines, how BPW should organize the events that they are sustainable and protecting, even regenerating the nature. And also there are some recommendations for traveling. We are building now a worldwide network of trained BPW Green Ambassadors, women who take sustainability into their communities and businesses. And through international trainings and emerging regional working groups in Europe, hopefully in America and in Asia Pacific and in Africa in future, we would create real collaboration and shared learning. So I hope the green and sustainable working groups will be in all our regions, that the women in the same area, in the same region, can talk and share their experience together. And each ambassador becomes a multiplier, leading local sustainability actions, sharing knowledge and inspiring others to join. And so is growing our BPW itself. If you are not yet the Green Ambassador, then please make the picture and registrate. I will add you to our email list, and we are going to send you the news and information about the trainings. You have 1 moment to make the picture, and then I will go further. I have some slides more before we are going to our wonderful projects, and I can give the floor to our standing committee members. I hope you managed to make the picture. So what we are doing, I'm starting with this, that our key focus area is visibility and action in global arenas. This year I have been together with Joe and other members, with Geraldine and from other members in Europe at UN SDG conference in Geneva in April, and in UN Ocean conference in Nice. And we are planning now the side events for the New York CSW, if we manage, and we would like to be part of SDG Congress in Geneva 2026 and other SDG summits based on United Nations calendar. The topics are gender and climate resilience, blue economy, green entrepreneurship, youth and integrational leadership. We emphasize formats that co-create outcomes, not just presentations. Just last week, I got the wonderful idea from the member of my green and sustainable program in Estonia. She is running the marathons, and she was proposing that next year, when is the Oceans Day on 8th of June, we could make the women marathon, and the woman should run and walk the distance, maybe 10-kilometer distance, for the pure water, oceans. So the water is something we really need. We have also prepared the communication calendar. Ines is making it very well. She's sharing all those dates, and we are trying to share the dates with you in our social media together with Camilla. And one thing what we have been doing now already 5 years, it is Earth Day social media viral campaign. I have introduced it to you. And here, who doesn't know, we have our song. I will share the slides later with all the participants. This is our song, I Am the Earth. It is the Earth Day chant made by Estonian BPW members in Estonian, English, Italian, Spanish, French, Ukrainian. So many languages, and the chant is powerful. And pledges this year were distributed from Brazil till Austria, from Nepal to Australia, to Finland, so everywhere. Thank you for you. We reached above 1 million women. Maybe even more, because the statistics I need to calculate what I found by using the hashtags. Thank you for this, and next year we will make it even bigger and we raise the awareness together. So now it's time to give the floor to our lovely standing committee members who will introduce their projects. And I'm changing the slides, so please tell me when I should change the slide. Loretta, the floor is yours.
Hi.
Hi.
Ma cambia lei, cambia lei.
Leggilo tu.
Okay, so hi everyone. I'm the translator for Loretta. And as you can see, the project is titled Women for Women, Women for Water. Siri, you can change the slide. Okay.
Se non ti sente.
Perfect. So, as you can read, we try to work on the interconnection between environmental degradation and social inequality. We try to go back in the past and research the change between economic and social progress that has allowed us to develop freely. Today, a large part of the population is trapped in the interconnection between the environmental degradation and social inequality because it is considered disposable. They consume little poorly and are quickly to cast aside. Now what are we witnessing? A strong polarization of wealth, wage stagnation, and the rise of inward poverty, and an increase in the extreme climate events. Siri, you can change. You can change the slide. Okay, thank you very much. What are we proposing? A new frontier which is based on reuse, recycling, and renewal. Trying to recall ancient knowledge and applying today's extraordinary technologies, we propose the reuse of rainwater and a special focus on food waste. We believe in the active role of women and of BPW in this challenge that is social, political, cultural, and above all, ideal. And we believe that if it is carried with awareness, education, and information, this will strengthen our personal and collective path towards emancipation. And in this way, we will be part of the strong global movement embracing the best practices. We will give a conscious contribution, and we will influence what the most important issue of our time is. Siri, you can change the slide, please. Thank you very much. So our work, as the title says, is focused on rainwater reuse. We present a draft project for the reuse of rainwater, recalling that the amount of potable water that can be replaced is estimated at 40% of total consumption. Here we propose some simple actions that would have a significant consequences in terms of increasing the resilience of the overall water system, reducing energy consumption of the aqueduct network, reducing groundwater withdrawals, environmental benefits for both the hydrographic network and aquifers, and mitigating extreme weather events. If you can change the... Thank you very much. So, speaking with facts, what are we doing? These are the actions that we are trying to do, that we are currently working on. We have a request to municipalities to include in the plan building the mandatory installation of rainwater reuse system for domestic and garden use in new constructions. We are bringing public buildings up to standard under the care of the cities that join this initiative. We request that the competent authorities for economic compensation or tax reductions for those who install these new systems that we are working on. We request that banks and or foundations for the opening of a subsidized fund for the existing homes. We promote the promotion and dissemination of information on Warka Waters, so Water for Trees. We request for free patronage from the Ministry of Environment, and we have the adoption by FIDAPA sections of a public flower bed with the aim of maintaining it through a reuse system, whether rainwater or wastewater. Sharing the problem Women for Women, Women for Water with the BPW International Sustainable Development Commission in order to promote its application, flexibility, feasibility, and effectiveness. So as of right now, Loretta wants to share with you the current situation. So after 3 months after starting this new project that you have seen, right now we have found 3 areas where we can apply this program that we've just presented to you. In 3 areas near us, 3 different areas near us, because we are in the south of Italy. And we've asked also for the construction agencies that are local, that they should work on the goals that we've presented at 50% for the new constructions, 30% for the old constructions, and 50% for industrial zones. And we want to apply the control of the effectiveness on the raining laws for the reuse of rainwater. We want to give a prize to each city that works hard to reduce the number of constructions that are already existing, that don't reuse water, especially in schools, stations, and most importantly, public institutions. And we are trying to work very hard on the industrial zones, connecting them with the reuse of water. And that's it, basically.
President BPW Italy organizza pochi giorni ci darà l'ambassador.
Oh, also in a few days, the BPW president for Italy will name the new ambassadors.
BPW.
Thank you so much. You have been doing wonderful work there,
Thank you very much.
Loretta, and thank you for your presentation. You are an amazing team, always together.
Yeah.
Good luck. And I can't share you the green hearts, but they are coming from here.
Thank you very much.
So, and Berin,
Thank you.
you started
Yes.
something similar together with Loretta, and then you were going on your own way. Please.
Yes.
And just let me know which slides I don't have to use, because you have them here many. So let's start, Berin.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for making us being here to make the world a better and cleaner world. Thank you very much for letting us be here. Our project has started as Loretta's, as Italy's project at the beginning. But after that, after some time, we realized that the 2 cities that we have started the project are very different from each other, because Istanbul that we live in, the BPW Istanbul location, is a more crowded and 10-floor apartments place. That's why we have a way different project from theirs. But we are doing the same thing. We have the same point and focus. Why we started this project? Because the world's finite natural resources are being depleted or wasted daily due to the rapid rise in population and industrialization. For example, in Turkey, when we reach the population 100 million scale, there will be 35% decrease of drinkable water in the very near future for Turkey. Can we change the slide? Thank you. Turkey and Italy share Mediterranean vulnerabilities, which is droughts that cause water shortages, crop failures, and deforestation. Drought and water pollution make life harder for people, with big cities hit hardest, unable to provide clean water for homes, water gardens, and city parks. Can we change, please? Thank you. Our planet is in trouble. Our project's reuse system can restore this balance. Besides the rainwater collecting of our project's focus, domestic wastewater of grey water, which is coming from bathrooms, laundry, and kitchens, can often be treated as recyclable and can be reused. We will be focusing on this as well. Can we change, please? Thank you. Why we have faced this problem? Because the water cycle has been changed a lot. Deforestation disrupts evaporation, fossil fuels warm the air for erratic rains, pollution contaminates runoff, and over-extraction drains groundwater. And the result, a modern cycle that's faster, fiercer, and unfair, resulting droughts and scarcity of drinkable water. Can we change, please? Now, how we act and what we are going to offer. We have signed a memorandum with BPW Italy, with Loretta, and we lobbied municipalities for rainwater reuse in new buildings and mandates in urban planning, ask tax incentives from governments, and try to create circular funds with banks for installations. I have presented this presentation at Marmara Municipalities Union Conference 2 weeks ago. And we have faced the fact that all municipalities have this focus, but unfortunately, nobody has successfully done anything about collecting water. Yes, thank you. Our agreement commits to exchanging all materials produced over time between Italy and Turkey, and implementing on the entire program. We will be working together, and we will be doing twinning arrangements and opportunities for meetings and discussions on progress with the BPW clubs and committees that will join. We will try to find opportunities on them. And we send requests to municipalities. I have contacted a big municipality of Istanbul area, and they are very willing to work with us to collecting, to rearranging their parks using the rainwater harvesting program, and also using solar power. We started also looking for some projects to recycle part of this program, because recycling the food is another focus of our project. Last week, I have introduced our candidates of young BPW members and green ambassadors who are a part of this project as well on this part of recycling food. Now, Sergen, can you come here and tell something about this food recycling part that you will be including and contributing?
Of course. Hello, guys. Hello, everyone. My name is Sergen Garitli, and I'm very happy to be here today. So first of all, I would like to thank Ms. Barin for giving us this opportunity and for supporting young people in making their voice heard. So on behalf of my friends Beste and Sude, I would like to express our gratitude. So I'm currently studying political science and international relations at Istanbul University. And I'm also pursuing a double major in sociology. Personally, I'm passionate about promoting the sustainable development goals within our local community. So as part of this commitment, we have organized sustainable development goals education programs within the framework of SDG 17 Partnership for the Goals. So today, I'm also excited to share with you our recycling project. So our aim is to transform food waste into valuable products through a digital platform. So that will serve as a bridge between food service companies, municipalities, and farmers. With this application, we plan to collect and recycle food waste to produce pet food or national facilities or something like that. So through this initiative, we help not only to reduce the environmental impacts of food waste, but also to contribute to a more sustainable and circular economy or the system. So thank you once again for giving us this opportunity to be part of making the world a better and a greener place. So thank you.
Thank you.
And next, please. Next slide, please.
I put the next one. Or you want to talk about
the previous, this
one?
Water harvesting.
This was the last one.
This was the last one. Okay, next one. Sorry for this. And we started seeking for the funds. Next week, I will be having a UNDP conference meeting with the UNDP representative of Turkey here in Istanbul. We will be searching and seeking for funds for this project as well. Can we change, please?
I changed. The next one, yeah?
The next one, please. These are the funds we are planning to apply. Funds and grants. Next, please. Okay, thank you. We have also already a legislation for reusing rainwater harvesting, but it is not applicable and used in Turkey. Although there's a legislation, government is not forcing it to be applied. Can we change, please? And this is our project of rainwater harvesting project for the park we will be reforming at our Istanbul park area. Next one, please. And this is the bee house project that will be used in that park so that honey can be produced, and also this part can be used for the educational purposes as well. Next one, please. And I'm very happy and honored to be a part of this family. Thank you for us letting us be here. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You have so many actions ongoing. So I think Turkey will be soon much greener place, at least Istanbul. So, and thank you for this amazing work. I wish you the strength to carry it on all these years.
Thank you.
So, and the next one who is presenting the next 10 minutes goes for the Yara. Yara will tell about her project. There is her introduction once more. Yara, the floor is yours. 10 minutes.
Thanks, Diana, Francesca, Cristina, and Siri, because today we can celebrate in 35 years, never we have one moment like today. Thanks, Siri, because you have the force, and we together, we can mobilize and we can have the force because we stay in 100 countries, and if we can exchange all of actions in one book, we can replay easy because the experience is the first way. Thank you. The next. Today I share just my actions, not projects, but the actions we realize. In one city, we planned 80,000 with 6,000 volunteers in 23 minutes. Mobilize and plant trees. Today is a forest. You can believe what we can do. The next. Now, the mayor of the city invite me to make the double because he can believe we can do alone. We mobilize 55 members and we can make this action. It's incredible. You can believe. And you say, we need save, we have police, we have all the things because we plant around the rivers. And we have a moment wonderful. We make that time, we make with the drones, the photos, because we plant in five separate areas. The next. Next, please. Here you can look when we mobilize. You can look the students, the people, the volunteers walking to assess the local plants. Okay. Here we have invited UN invite us to make a course with young people, ambassadors of justice. And we have the important all the time, and you have govern together because they open, because you need go like a law. You can make things if you don't have the law of the country. The next. Here the group 258, because to make this process come one man from the ONU and teach me how I can do, because we need experience, you need competence to make this kind of works. And they come and I make the course. I don't understand why they invite me. I feel so happy because they call me and say, can you? And I say, yes. And this is the result. The next. Here we have in Brazil the 80th Forum World Forum in Brasília, in Brazil. And we make the Academy of Ambassadors of Water. And to make all the teams, you need leaders, because to make some things, you need make with scientific, modern, with the tools. Now we have the tools, you can make wonderful things. Here in Brasilia, during the forum, and the total ambassadors of we certificated 493 ambassadors in 7 countries, because I am the coordinator of Latin America, and this is my way. The other one, Nias, need in a small city. The director of the school called me, please, can we make some plan together? And they select 675 students. They want to do something for the environment. The group is wonderful because they want to. We don't invite. They offer in the schools, please, I need make something. I need change the world. And this is the result. And I want to say to you, I stay here to exchange my work, and I am very, very happy because my dream we are realizing, because I plant trees 35 years. And the last years, Diana support me because she was the Latin American, because many people say, you are crazy, it's impossible. And many people say, don't do nothing, you are just one. And now we are women for around world. We are in the 100 countries. Thank you. I am very, very happy.
Thank you, Yara. Your work in 35 years has been amazing. So everyone who is listening to us or listening us afterwards, watching, take contact with Yara and ask how you can make such an incredible event in your country and how to take those people together to make it. So
finish the presentation, please. This is important. This is important. One more.
Yes.
And thank you, Siri, because you are a leader.
Thank you, Yara. Alone, you can go a little bit, but together we are going much far and much quicker. So thank you very much.
The slide finish, please.
Yes, I am finishing. So
Yeah.
your are here. So
thank you for all, and it's important we stay together. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yes, Siri, may I just say, honor Yara because she deserves a respect for such an incredible commitment with environment and with BPW. Thank you very much, my friend Yara. You're wonderful.
That is wonderful thing what you are doing. And I hope we will manage to expand it all over the world with our green ambassadors, and you can guide them how to do it. Thank you. And now I'm giving the floor to Joanne Kinsey. She will share you how she has been building the BPW UK as so green and sustainable club. Floor is yours, dear Jo.
Thank you very much, Siri.
I'm sorry that I lost your green color while I was copying. They should be green.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm a little bit awestruck by the last few projects. I think there has been some amazing work, and I want to thank Siri for leading this committee. And I think sometimes, you know, we make mistakes with time zones. We lose our Google file, but we still smile and we're still learning together. So thank you for holding us together, Siri. Next slide, please. So here in BPW UK, what we have done is look at our events. And we did this in the run-up to writing with BPW Estonia and Siri, the European resolution on how we can make sure that what we do is establish a green culture. So within the UK, there is a green tourism company, and what they do is they monitor event spaces, hotels, conference centres, and areas where you can book events. And by going onto their website, it means you can check the green credentials. Unfortunately, there are various schemes, so you do need to look at each one sometimes when you're looking at hotels. The things that we were looking at were those awful little sugar packs, the tomato sauce packs, all of those things that build up such a wasteful product. So we looked at whether there was water in bottles on the table or whether we could have jugs, whether they provided pads of paper, which just end up getting wasted at the end of the day. Within our conference brochure, we help members by reminding them, bring their water bottle, please do not print your papers, please bring your laptop with you. And we ask that they try and look at the green transport. So next slide, please, Siri. So Ros, our Green Ambassador, is on the call with us, and Ros has been part of our green journey for the last 3 years since I became president of BPW UK. We encourage our members to car share. Since I've been working with Siri, I now have an electric car because she really has expanded my green knowledge. So we move around the regions, and what we do is we look at how members can get to conference. But we decided that we would also start with a hybrid conference, and this too really does help with our green footprint. Nothing can ever replace sitting down and having a coffee next to someone that you've not met before within a UK or BPW conference. But a hybrid conference is a really good way of being green. And then the next slide, please, Siri. Now, holding the hotel to account after the event. Siri came and spoke to our UK conference in Bristol. And that was really interesting because although the hotel had a Silver Green Tourism Award, when we came down to breakfast, we were completely shocked by what we found. And so I booked an appointment with the manager and I asked about the green credentials. So please don't be afraid to hold them to account if once they've got your business, they don't actually deliver the green event that you've been promised. And I think that's really important because if you're advertising to your membership that you are booking a green event and then they don't witness that, I think that's really disingenuous to what we are doing within the Green Ambassador and the green resolutions that we are signing up to. And don't forget, within BPW Europe, we've made a firm commitment to make as many events as possible, as green as possible. So please do bear that in mind. I think there might be one final slide, Siri. So you may have seen earlier in the presentation about how to be a green ambassador. I thought I would add this just in case you had joined the call late or you haven't had the opportunity to scan this QR code. So it really is important that we are available for these trainings so that we can then feed them back to the rest of our membership or even our executive. So, Siri, there may be one final.
No, there will be my slide, the next one.
Okay, all right. So I have kept it to a small time zone because I saw some of the amazing PowerPoints that were coming through. However, I am very happy, and I'm sure Ros will be as well. We'll be very happy to answer any questions on how we do our best to book green events. Thank you very much, Siri.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you for your commitment. Thank you for your support with your own whole club. And I know that I have the real sisters in UK always. So it has been the amazing growth during the past 4 years, I think, already together. and for writing the resolution together with you. It was a very wonderful experience. So let's go further. Only Europe is done. The other world is waiting our green touch. So now I'm taking a little bit the floor back to me. I'm telling you what I have been doing. Maybe you get inspired also from this. So here you can see me and Esther Eomois, who is the BPW UN Standing Committee member. We have been making together already 4 years together with Coca-Cola the project green and sustainable sustainable entrepreneurship program for women, green and caring world. Actually, I started it when I started to be BPW Tallinn president, and the COVID started, and then I felt that we need to care about each other. And as Anu Viks has been supporting me since I came to BPW Estonia and I started to be BPW member, I told her right away that I really would like to do something together with a woman. Why I'm telling you this story? Because you dream and your dreams are coming true. So Anu supported me, and I was creating together with the Latvian and Lithuanian and Turkey ladies the European movement. It was 2019 at the end. And at the same time, we started in Estonia as well with a program where we started to make different webinars. Then we started to make working groups, and this year we made 10-month long green and sustainable entrepreneurship and green ambassador training, where we gathered as many people. Estonia has 1 million women, 1 million people, and this year, last Saturday, 154 and women were getting the certificate that they have passed the 10-month course of green entrepreneurship, and 40 women passed the Green Ambassador masterclasses, which were led by Esther. So we support women by leading green businesses through knowledge sharing, toolkits, and mentorship. They are local accelerators, and we are accessing to SDG-aligned funding opportunities. So the program has that structure. Who is interested, who is wanting to make the similar program in their region, in their country, please just take contact with me and I will share it with you. The partner for us has been last 3 years Coca-Cola Foundation, and Estonia is very small, but 3,500 women network in Estonia who are getting from us every month a newsletter and who is the voice for green actions is built. I think for the Estonia, we have got all the women who are interested on this subject. So, and now I'm very happy to ask to discuss with me the Turkey, Selda Aldemar, our entrepreneurship standing committee leader, because together with her, we are now preparing the first green entrepreneurship program to educate and mentor women in Turkey. It is based on the Estonian Women in Entrepreneurship Green and Caring World model. So it includes local trainings, international exchange of experience, co-created workshops, mentoring cycles, and business idea development. So, Zelda, how do you feel? Is there something you would like to share with us today? How is it going?
Yeah, Sarah, thank you so much. Really, it's a good opportunity to talk to all of you today, this evening. And you are my real friend, you know, because you are doing so much for women empowerment, for green and everything. So I've just become one of the green ambassador, you know, through the scanning.
and I'm so proud of being part of it. Maybe I can tell a little bit what we have been going through lately with you. Okay, just a specific project after what you have based and established in Estonia with 3,500 women. I hope we can do the same here in Turkey. So as the Business, Trade and Technology Committee, now we are currently preparing a joint project with the Greens and Sustainability Committee. So building impactful female entrepreneurs community to transform and grow into green and sustainable business. So we in the committee, we are talking about business, right? So how can we achieve that? So after learning, about your successful sustainability training programs for women entrepreneurs in Estonia, organized by you and Esther, amazing women and your team. So we found it highly valuable after discussions with Siri on the phone many times. So we said, how can we replicate, this experience in Turkey and Turkey, later expanded maybe to other regions. So how can we scale it up? So while searching the valid and relevant project for our country, we met with a biotechnology company whose members are whose partners, co-founders are member of BPW Istanbul. What a coincidence, let's say, So actually, this is maybe I should give a little bit more information about that, and then if questions come, I would love to answer. We are talking about green, we are talking about zero waste, we are talking about zero waste solutions. So in Turkey, there are 12 million tons of food. Turkey is a big producer of agricultural products, of food are wasted every year. So according to FAO, Visconti will know it much better than I do, but when the figures indicate global food waste reaches 1.6 billion tons annually. So, and before it comes to the households, it's already wasted in the groceries. I didn't know that. I really didn't know that. I mean, in Migros and the retail shops, they are wasted. So some women have considered about how we can find a solution, and the engineering mindset, they found machineries, etc. So biotechnological solutions and upcycling methods and advanced machinery. So these losses, before they become waste, they reprocesses into new marketable goods like nutraceutical, functional, dried food and vegetable markets. So this is one part. And the other part is that how we can empower women in the middle. I mean, how we can work with women so they become entrepreneurs, while using this technology. So we will work with them. Hopefully, I mean, if we get to the funds, this is also important. I mean, there will be a partnership. The biotechnology company will give the technology transfer to women, hands-on trainings like machine operation, maintenance, entrepreneurship, franchise and licensing model, fair revenue sharing, mentorship, etc. This is one part. And the second part, the Siri and her team, and they are going to work to build up the entrepreneurship skills for these women. That's so important, and it will such an impact in the community and on women and on the agricultural via this technology. So those are all the things we can do together while having this collaborative work. And we will so much trust on you, Siri. Hopefully we will make it true. We will work for zero waste. we will include women, we will impact our community, our society, and hopefully one day there will be no zero waste. So we will really appreciate all kinds of contributions, of course, any kind of contributions. So we'll be very, very happy to work it out. Thank you so much for giving the floor. I'm sure we can make it, right, Siri?
We will make it, and we will make it all over the world after the Turkey, because Turkey is already not little, very big part of the world, if you are looking for the map. But thank you, Zelda. You are inspiring me, and I'm definitely sure we are going to start with that as soon as possible, next week already. So then we go further and we keep you ladies updated. How does it go? And we learn from this experience how the export of the Estonian Green Entrepreneurship Program is working and what we are learning from this. And thank you, Zelda, for trusting us and me. And now, ladies, I hope you still have some 15 minutes. We have been going a little bit over the time, but we are having today the quest from Estonia, the green entrepreneur. I asked her to join because she was the one who has been starting the green entrepreneurship, and she was joining to our program to be the green ambassador. And she will tell you shortly, 10-15 minutes, what she's doing and how she's doing. One moment, I'm going to share the slides again, that I will manage with that, and then the floor is yours. One moment, and then you can talk. Lena, do you see your slides soon?
Not yet.
Yes.
No, yeah.
Please welcome Lenne-Anna Orusalu from Estonia, the green entrepreneur. Please share your story with us, how you are making this amazing business and what made you do it.
Yes, thank you, Siri. It's so nice to hear all these stories here and how if women get together, we can do so much things. So it's really fantastic. So I want to share this business that I have, and I have a kids clothing brand. It's called Safar Kids, and it actually has done many evolvement in the future. Actually, we started at women's scarves, but now we are focused on kids. So Safar Kids is, we are really environmentally conscious, and we only look for sustainable directions in e-commerce and in our business. Next slide, please. So actually, we are more than 10 years old, but the first was scarves for women. And since 2016, we started with kids wear. And since the beginning, actually, our aim has been to minimize the need for clothes, and also that more kids can use the same clothes. So actually, our very first sizes were 62, 74, and 86. If you know that kids' clothes usually in EU come like in every 6 centimeters. So our sizes were over 1. We jumped, and we always said to our clients that please use the clothes longer. You don't need so much clothes. And the other thing that we have always done is we have these unisex colors from the beginning. So you could wear these clothes for your child, whether it's a boy or a girl. Again, it's like why do you need so many things if you can use one thing for so many times? And I started this business. I already knew many years before that I want to make something, but I don't want to just make something more in the world, because we have so many things already. And textile waste is such a big problem. So these were my little these things that I wanted to have, like these unisex colors, this size. Yeah, now we do have all sizes, but now we have some other amazing stuff that we can minimize the use. So our clothes are always been like gadget free and this minimalist. We don't use any like this ribbons or some things that can harm the kid or they can get stuck somewhere. And also they are really simple because we want that the kids have like a success experience so they can get dressed themselves. So it's easier for the parent and for the kid also. So it's a win-win situation. Next slide, please. So all our clothes are locally made. And we are really looking that our clothes don't travel a lot. The only thing that comes abroad is our fabric. It comes from Netherlands, and everything else is done in Estonia. So I really love it because I can bring money to my local people here. So I have this production here, cutter, photographer, marketing, everything is local. Even now, recently we started to translate our e-shop in English. So started commercials in Latvia and Lithuania, and we have had our first orders. So again, I'm really loving that we can bring this European money to Estonia and give work to our local people. Usually they are women also, so it's really nice. We also, so what we do with when you cut items out of the fabric, there's always some leftovers. So this has also been one of the main things. We don't throw away anything. We think of new items to make from the leftovers, even like starting from scrunchies for the hair or some toy bunnies or even kids' underwear we can do from leftovers. So it's really a fantastic work. It does take some work and effort, but I think it's worth it. And even for the clients who appreciate it, it's really nice to offer them this kind of service. So one thing that we have been doing, I think we are the first ones in, at least in Estonia, maybe in the world. We have a campaign called Bring It Back. Next slide, please. I think it's there. Oh, okay, it's not here. Okay, I will talk about our community. This is one thing where this project actually came up also was this Bring It Back, because our clients, I know that they have been using our clothes and they have like 2 kids and then they give them forward. And we are always like connecting with them and they are giving us some updates that we could do. Like, okay, this, you could do this some other way. And we always listen to them and try to do our best. So let's go to the next slide, then I can talk about this, Bring It Back. So first in the world, we take all our clothes back. Since the first time was April 23, and in 1 month we got back 55 items. Then we only asked for like clothes that were like not broken and not stained. So we thought, okay, this is okay. But if you think about the kid, usually the knee is broken, some stain somewhere. So we have to do something with those items also. So starting the next year, April 2024, then we started to do it twice a year and we took back everything. Even if it's totally broken or totally stained, we will take it back. And we will give our clients some credit to our e-shop. It was they were welcomed it, and it's so nice to see that now we have gotten back more than 774 items for it's 4 times we have done it. So in October, we have also this year now. And I just read, and we have had this month 140 pieces of our items back. So we take only our own brand back. But so what do we do with them? If they're okay, they don't need any mending, we just put them on our e-shop. That was one of my real like fears, that okay, if we do this, how would our clients look at it? We have like these new items in the shop, and then you have these used ones. But it turned out that that my worry wasn't in the place. There wasn't a need for that, because our clients have really easily and really nicely adopted to it. They order like new ones and used ones, so it's a mix of them. So it's really cool that it has been like that. So if you have this more than almost 800 items back, then from these actually that we cannot use anyhow is maybe 5 items. So it's really little. And even with those, we can like cut and take some pieces and patch something else that has the same fabric and etc. So it's it takes so much longer. We can use this item. And I don't know if you heard, but if you like use your one pair of jeans, if you have jeans, and you use them like 9 months longer than you from the initial time where you thought that you will not use them anymore. If you use them 9 months longer, then you have vähendama,
Reduced.
Reduced
CO2.
Yeah, CO2 use like 30%. So it's the 9 months of using one product more, it's so much effect on the whole world. And this is really nice that we can do. And I actually hope that other companies will start to do that also. There's different reasons for that. Why? Because what we give out, we must be sure that these are really like clean, not harmful, and long-lasting items. Because if I would use a bad fabric, or I don't know, something that fades away so quickly, then nobody would want to, even if I have this Bring It Back campaign, nobody would use them because it's rubbish. So it's really good that good to have this whole package like well thought and well used, all this materials. So yeah, we are one of our problems is the same with as the Bring It Back is to solve the kids band knee breaking problem. I don't know how to do that, but this is one of my things. I want to solve this. So maybe, yeah, we have got some other things that we can do, these rental options. Actually, ours, we have this other startup in Estonia called, it's called, I don't remember right now, but they rent out clothes and they rent out our clothes also. So this is a really good option for kids. Yeah. So next slide, please. Yeah.
And here are the LNS contacts. Thank you very much for your inspirational short overview about your business. Why I chose you, I didn't tell you, because here are many ladies and we all consume and love beautiful clothes for us and our children. You know the fact, but the others most probably doesn't know that if we all 8 billion people doesn't buy any more clothes, we don't buy any more clothes, then there will be clothes to all of us, 8 billion people, for the next 25 years. Can you imagine how we have been drowning our planet under the fabric, under the plastic fabric, which is not reusable, what is just killing our nature. So those are the issues we are going to cover in our next webinars. But before we are going to the evening, it's now time to say hello to Elizabeth. I hope you are still here. So Elizabeth is carrying on the next webinar on 26th of November at the same time, and it is called Your Contribution Counts, Creating Sustainable Business Events, subtitle Online Info Webinar for everyone who wants to understand why sustainable events are worth it. Elizabeth, the floor is yours. Are you here?
Well, hey, I'm here, but I cannot turn on my camera, unfortunately. But I hope you can listen. I was not aware that I have to present anything today, but I was overwhelmed by all these excellent presentations today. So I'm very proud to present at the next webinar. I hope I can see you all again or there again. And it's about event and what can we do in our daily life, in our business lives, and for a better world.
Yeah, you prepared for me some very good sentences and call to actions. So why should I focus on sustainability? What concrete benefits does this bring to my business? What are the real advantages of sustainable events? What does sustainability actually mean for events? And so on. So this is what you are going to carry on 26th of November. So ladies, please start to registrate. Please make the photo. Elizabeth, would you like to share something more?
Oh, well, actually, this training I developed, I was working for a company and my superior manager, and I'm really happy because he taught one day he was traveling all around the world and talking about sustainability, and not only green, but sustainability for all the three dimensions, social, economic, and ecological dimension. And then I said, you are traveling and you talk about, but the events you are visiting, and this is what Joanna's already mentioned today, when you go to a hotel and you recognize it's not really green or there is something missing. And this was then my journey started that moment. And my boss told me, well, do a project on this, on a pilot. And so I will deliver some insights, some practical use, of course, some checklists you can take away. So you get something maybe for your next business event or business meetings. And would be happy to see you there.
Thank you so much. So
thank you, Siri.
Thank you. So ladies, this is the last slide. So how do you feel? Are you tired or inspired? Who is tired? Who is inspired? You. So lovely to see you here.
Siri, I am tired but inspired. See you next time.
See you next time. On 26th, thank you, of November, we are going further and we are going to make the trainings after every second month, maybe sometimes every month. We are going to share our experiences, and I really hope you will come back and you will bring your knowledge. Please propose, write to me what you would like to hear. What are the themes you need to be know more, and I will organize the people who are experts to talk with our wonderful standing committee ladies and with our wonderful BPW Europe Green Group. So thank you from my side. Do you have any questions to the presenters or something to add, or how we will go further? Seems that no questions, yes. Thank you, ladies. Have a wonderful evening, morning, day, wherever you are. And I'm always finishing my presentations with the word green is possible and every day is Earth Day. So let's keep it in mind. Thank you so much. You are amazing.
I suggest
Thank you.
to Siri
Yes.
to make this wonderful group, this wonderful webinar. Thank you
Everyone.
very much.
Let's clap to everyone, not to me only. Thank you for
Saludos
all
a
of you
todos.
from your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye bye. Good evening.
Goodbye, everybody.
I will share
Bye-bye.
the
Goodbye.
link.
Thank you.
Goodbye, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Please share the link.
Thank you.
All the
Ciao.
best for you. Thank you to share the competence.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you, Siri. It was really inspiring. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. It was great.
Bye-bye,
Great.
everyone.
Congratulations. Bye.
Thank you, Diane. Once more, thank you.
Thank you and bye-bye.
Thank you, Kupka.
The only one from Finland.
Oh, that's nice. Lovely.
Bye-bye, Arko.
Bye-bye. I'm reading. Okay, Joe, I'm switching off. Ciao, Pramilla.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.